BloodZelos and welcome back to another building challenge. Today's challenge was suggested by Disco Dog Gaming and he said do a futuristic house. And I've had a lot of people suggest that, but you win today, buddy. I chose your comment. We're gonna do a futuristic house. I have never done this style. This is a first on my channel, futuristic. Never done it. Gonna probably be a mess. There's no time limit, there's no block limit, just a can I even build something that looks futuristic at all kind of limit. So that's what's going on. If you enjoyed today's video, do please leave a like, because yeah, I am way going out of the comfort zone here and it's gonna be pretty interesting to watch, I think. So hopefully it is interesting and a little bit entertaining, and yeah, so drop your likes and that'll mean a lot. Thank you. Okay, futuristic. I have a very slight idea of kind of what I want to do, and I can't say it's all that genius of an idea, but it's gonna happen, and so we're gonna see how it works. And hopefully it works not terribly poorly. I'm trying to make kind of like like a thingy thing. Like I want it to look like it's going up incrementally or increasingly. If you get what I'm trying to say here. So it's going up by 2 there, so we want it to go by 2.5. Actually, there's like calculus involved here. I want the derivative of this function here to change. And as you can see, it is doing that right now. So congratulations, Alec, you have mastered calculus. Except that right here it doesn't change, but that's okay. So we'll do one more, and it's gonna go up 3. So, well, that's not really gonna. What is this? 2.5. So we have 2.5, and then there's 3. Okay. So we have this kind of like nice curve going on here, and that's what we are going for. I don't exactly know what all of this is here. So it's going up by 1. It's going up by half, then it's going up by 1, so it should be going up by 1 1/2, then it should be going up by 2, then it should be going up by, let's see, we have 1.5, 2, and then 2.5, and then 3, like this. That should be a perfect, quote, curve. It's not quite, though. I'm not entirely sure why that is. So we're going to try and figure out why that is. See, this is the challenging part. I know that once I get this part down, I can at least kind of start to follow the flow of the house, but I have to make this work first, and that is always a little bit difficult. So we're gonna go with something along those lines, and hopefully that will treat us well. Then we're gonna break out the bottom here because I feel like that makes the most sense to do. Something maybe like this. Well, that's not quite right. See, I have no idea where I'm going with this. I promise you, though, it's going to be kind of cool, I think, when it's done. And then we're going to go something like this, because that's weird and different, and I like that. And then we're going to let this come up here, and that's going to go up even higher. And don't worry, I totally know what I'm doing right now, guys. Literally know what I'm doing perfectly. So if we're going up 3 right there, then we need to be going up 3.5 right there. Okay. So we got that part out of the way. We got this cool thing of strange shapes going on, and that's going to be the beginning of the modernness to this build, and hopefully it's going to look kind of cool. But we will not know until we have furthered our progress. So what I'm going to do is basically make one of these here on camera, then I'm going to make 4 more off camera, and that'll give you guys, you know, you won't be too bored just looking at me doing who knows what, and then we'll go from there. So there's one of them. I'm going to go ahead and make 4 more. Alrighty, so what we ended up with was something like this, and now I have to figure out how to turn this into a house. You know, like, it was really cool looking, but now I actually have to do the hard work, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna try and make a circle, and I'm really bad at Minecraft circles, so like it's not gonna be a perfect circle, but we're gonna do our best to make it very similar to a circle, in that it is going to have circle-like features, such as that, which is very circular. Obviously, that is a circle. There is no denying that that is not a circle. I'm thinking that was wrong, and I should have done something different. But I'm gonna go with that. That looks like a circle to me. And if you want to complain, go ahead. But it's a circle. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3, and then it needs to be a circle on this side. So it goes 1, 2, and 3, and it goes 1, 2. So 1, 2, and then that's part of 1, 2, and 3, which is then a part of. You see why this is so challenging? Like, this isn't even fun. 1, 2, and 3. Like, I think that's right. That looks very right. Okay, so here's how you do. You do 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Oh! Oh, I am the master circle crafter. Holy lord. You know what I should have done? I'll fix it in a second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I was like, I did it wrong. There we go. So I think that is a perfect circle all the way around, or pretty close. What we're gonna do is actually take some of this and get ourselves some stairs up top as well, because I think that all these pointy things are very, very futuristic. Everyone likes to have pointy things, if you know what I'm saying. So we're actually not gonna do that. We're gonna use glass. I think glass is very futuristic. Whereas black glass, I like that. So we're just gonna have these like black glass pillars going up. And you guys are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, guys, it's futuristic. You know, see, that's the thing with this whole futuristic theme is it doesn't even matter what I do because it hasn't been done yet. So no one knows what it's going to look like in the future. So I can make up whatever the freak I want and tell you it's futuristic, whether or not it really is. I'm going to go ahead and copy that circle down here on the floor as well. So what I'm thinking is we're going to put a fountain here in the middle, because the house is going to be between, that's going to be the roof, and it's going to have like another ring down here, and that's going to be the wall, and that's going to be where the actual house is. So like what I'm thinking is this will be a fountain down here, and that's going to look super pretty. So what we can do is take our half slabs of this stuff. It's called, it's hard stuff. Where's the hard stuff? There we go. Stone. It's called stone. But here I like to pronounce it hard stuff. And we're going to line this inside. Of course, stone doesn't maybe strike you as quite as futuristic, but in the future, I've decided they have a lot of stone. They don't know what to do with it, so they use it to make fountains on these really weird tall buildings that may or may not look futuristic to anyone. But I think it's looking alright. Then we can take bushes, and we can line the inside of the stone. Everyone's seen me make a fountain. I make all my fountains like this. I'm not very creative. I'm just gonna go something like that, and we have a fountain. That's just dandy. Now what we're gonna do is bring this out like so. We're gonna follow our black glass theme that we have going on down there. It's gonna go like that, and this. We're going to break out this block right here and here. And then we're going to, let me dig this out real quick. I'd include some redstone lamps as well, because I would feel bad if I didn't. So we'll throw those in there. And then we should be about good to go on this whole fountain-y thing. So let's go ahead and find some water and drop it into our fountain. Should we drop it from up here? I think we should. That'll look cool. It's gonna come from right there. And then it's gonna come down there. And we have a futuristic kind of fountain. You know what could make this look better? Is if these were instead upside down stairs. Yeah, that's gonna look a little bit nicer. Great, good job. You just broke that block and you needed it. Okay, this is gonna be a long video, I can already tell, but hopefully it's gonna be, whoa, look at that. Epic. Okay, moving on, we'll just go ahead and do that, and then we can cap all of these as well. So we have that, your futuristic fountain. Whoa, I really like that. I am such a good builder. Wow, okay, anyways, continuing on, I need to build a second ring, so we have about 2, 3, we'll build it right here, so we have floor space of 3.5. I think that sounds about right. So I'm gonna make another ring, and then we will be continuing on with the lovely build. Alright, so we got the second ring in, and I am recording this clip about 3 days after I recorded the previous clip, and I realized my sound was super loud, so I turned that down, so now the blocks don't sound like freaking thunderstorms every time I put one down. But what we're gonna do here is just try and build sort of the house part and see how that goes. Whoa, those are not what I thought they were. Okay, building circle houses pretty much never goes well. So if I had been trying to plan this build really perfectly, I would not have decided we should build a circle house like this. But we're gonna do our best and hope for the best. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit shaky, to say the least. So I'm gonna try and come up with some sort of design here, and I also realized that it probably was not the brightest idea to make this 3.5 because my windows aren't gonna match anything on the top. What I mean by that is, like, if I build a window up here, there's now a half gap that I have to fill, and basically that's gonna be an issue. So that was not the smartest planning on my part, but we'll work around it, I think, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let me just get these in here, and hopefully that'll give us something to work with. So now we have this. There's just a lot of pillars here. Forgot one. And I need to figure out how to include windows and all of that. So I was thinking we'll definitely have windows going like this, and they're gonna follow up the side there because that looks modern to me. So the windows are gonna go like that around these corners. All right, something like that. I think that'll work. So I'm gonna do that around every corner. I'm also gonna fill in the floor just with some half slabs. And then I'll get back to you. Alrighty, so I have some really cool designs I wanted to try, but this is a building challenge video, and that means that every new thing I do has to be on camera. So that is unfortunately a thing, and that's what separates this building challenge from like a Let's Build series where I could go off camera and be like, I don't like that, so I'm not gonna film that or record that. But in this series, if I do something, I have to do it on camera, unless it's just like what I just did, filling in the roof or the floor there. That's not something you guys need to see, but other little things like that. So now we have that going on. I like that. What we're gonna do here is get a second color of window because I wanna mix it up a little bit. We don't wanna overly complicate things. So I'm thinking we're gonna go with white window right here. And this is going to be for these walls here. And we're gonna fill these in up to 3, and then we're gonna cover them like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera as well. Alrighty, now what we need to do is figure out some kind of roof design here. And I want the roof to kind of be almost like a dome. So we're going to fill it in this way first. And it's going to be like, actually it's going to be basically a square here, isn't it? And we'll see where it goes from there. That's not supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there. Like that. Okay, so we're going to see how this roof will pan out if we kind of dome it up a little bit. And hopefully it won't be too bad. But let's go ahead and bring all these up here. And I really like how this house is working out. It's kind of starting to flow pretty nicely. So we're gonna bring these across. So we got something going on like that. And then I might change up the material I'm using for the rest of the roof. Look at that, that is pretty cool if I do say so myself. So the question now is, do we want it there? Yes, we do. So we're gonna fill in these corners here. Ooh, this is really looking nice actually. I really like this. And then we're gonna go across like this so that we have a complete roof, of course, because we don't want any gaps, and none of you know what I'm saying right now. I don't really know what I'm saying myself, but it's gonna work, don't worry. So we have that going on, and then we're going to bring it up right there. Yep, that's about right. And this is going to come across, and now we have kind of the dome I was going for, because I think dome is kind of, if we just had a flat roof here, it'd be sort of getting into the modern realm, and I'm trying to have a dome, so that's why we are doing this, or I'm trying to have futuristic, so that's why we got this kind of dome idea going on. We'll break these out here, and these will be the next layer, like that. Then we'll break that, put that there, and oopsies. Guess like that. And now we have a domed roof, just like that. And I think that looks pretty futuristic, if I do say so myself. What I do think we should maybe do is actually leave this flat. Well, it gets to a point where there's a little bit too much dome going on, if you know what I'm saying. So we are going to try and make it look now like this isn't just flat and resting here doing nothing. So we'll go ahead and do something like that. I like that, that looks good. And then what we could do is just outline all of this. No, not quite. What we're gonna do is outline it inside, and I have to figure out how that's gonna work. Basically just gonna create an outline under there, and I don't quite know how to explain it exactly in words, but I'll do it and then show you. Alright, so I meant something like this, just so we basically give ourselves a little bit more shape on the bottom there, because we don't want it to look like it's just completely, you know, one single thing floating there. But there you go, that's a pretty futuristic looking house, if I do say so myself, which I have said so myself many times. Of course that is on the wrong layer, which is too bad, so we will go ahead and bring that up one more. This is going to be higher than the rest, but we're going to actually make it... Can you even see the white glass? Kind of. Let's pick a new color. We'll go with some gray here. Just a little bit different than the black. Not by much, but enough that it will change the color of the house. That'll of course be our highest spike, and then we'll cap that one as well. Come on, like that. And that is pretty futuristic looking. One of these is too short though. This one here is too short. So let's fix that. And there you go. Futuristic house. It's the first time I've ever built anything of this style, so I don't know if I did okay, but I'm going to give myself like an A-, because that's pretty good for the very first time in a style. I don't think it's that bad. Obviously, there'd be a lot of like decoration inside. You'd need a way to get inside if we were really trying to finish this, but we're not. We're just trying to get some sort of build done. So if that is the case, then I'd say it's pretty good. Pretty good. I especially like the fountain. I actually really like the fountain. I done good on that one. But there you go, guys. A futuristic themed build. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. I think it's a pretty good build. I think it deserves a like. So I hope you do too. Other than that, though, make sure to leave comments suggesting your building challenges so I know what to do next. And I will see you in the next building challenge video. Thank you so much for the support, and goodbye.